Well, you never know where you're going to end up when you go for a ride. Started out this morning, going to go down to Lake Jackson, and look where we ended up. Now we're in Galveston. That's got to be the smallest buggies I've ever seen. All right, well, we're wrapping up this morning in Wharton and Horton, however you say this. I got to learn how to say all these states and cities in the state I live in. But got about a 58-mile ride down to Lake Jackson, and then we'll get the picture there. Probably take a little jaunt down from there to the seawall, but then head back north through Houston and home. So a lot of riding today. Most of it, once we leave Lake Jackson, is going to be on the highway. So probably not a lot to see, but if I do see something, I'll fill you in and bring you along. So thanks for rolling on too, and we'll see you at the next stop. That's got to be the smallest buggies I've ever seen. Alright, about 11 miles, 10 miles, we'll be at the beach. Sometimes it's so much easier when you're on a bike. Now we're going to take this all the way up to Galveston, and then we will head back north from there. Well, you never know where you're going to end up when you go for a ride. Started out this morning, going to go down to Lake Jackson, and look where we ended up. Now we're in Galveston. Sitting out here on the seawall. Let's get a picture with the bikes before we head back north. It's been a good weekend and a good trip. Time to wrap it up in a few minutes, but this is a good way to end it. Alright, had a quick little stop at Buc-ee's in Texas City, and we are fixed to be northbound on 45 and down until we need to get gas again. Not sure when that'll be, but says we'll be back home in about 4 hours. Should be good to go. Alright, we had a little quick stop in Huntsville and got some gas. Took a little break 'cause it's a little warm. Got a drink, had a little snack. Fixing to load up and head out of here. We got 150 miles on the dot to get there. About 2 hours. I don't know that we're going to stop again, so we said our goodbyes just in case we don't. But good ride so far. Much needed that break, but I'm gonna knock out this last 150 real fast. Right about 2 hours. Be back soon. about to turn into the neighborhood and wrap this one up. Good ride today. That last little leg was about 150 miles. Started out this morning in Wharton and ran down to Lake Jackson to get a picture and decided, what the heck, let's drive down to Galveston. So we went to Galveston and got there for a split second. Made our way up 45 and now we're about to pull back, or I'm about to pull back into the neighborhood. Hold on a second, I'm going to get on this corner and tell you what my mileage for this trip was. For today, it looks like it's going to be about 378 miles, no, 379 miles. And for the trip, the whole trip for the weekend, it's going to be 716 miles. So, good weekend, good ride. Got to hang out with Robin. Got knocked off 7 stops on my tour pictures. And big thing is, just got to get out and ride again. So, had a great time. It was a great weekend. More to come. So, thanks for rolling on too, as always. And I will see you on the next one.